Welcome back to another video of RivalStarsHorseRacing. In today's video I'm going to show you all of my horses that I currently own. So basically all my competition horses, which horses I have for breeding, and also some that I have like in reserve here, but that I'm also planning on getting at some point. So in the last video I bred two foals, which we have to, meet as a grown-up horse now, because they've been chilling there like for 2 weeks or something, and I really want to continue breeding, but I didn't have the time to, record how I let them grow up, but that's what we're going to do now. So first we're going to get this lovely one. There are two mares, by the way. Oh, why is she so light? Is she grey? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, she is a grey actually. That's very interesting. So, grey horses in Rival Stars are just always a surprise. I really have to say that. Yeah, and we do need some space now. So this is the first horse I'm going to present you now. This is Shadow Idea. She has really good stats, so I'm aiming for like perfect racing stats, and agility and jump are not so important to me, so it's perfect. She could have like the top endurance trait, for example, so she's not the perfect racehorse, but she's gonna be hopefully a very good breeding horse. Anyway, because we do need some space, we have to sell her mom, sadly, which is Hawk Card. She has the Pinto Fate code as well. Her traits here are not really exciting, but her stats are also really good, and she's already made quite a couple of good foals. But I'm gonna have to sell her for now, which I'm very sad about, but I think it's time for her to go. Okay, perfect. Let's get the next one. She's a Sabino. And I'm very... Oh, I thought she was a bay. Apparently she has some kind of cream delusion. What is that? Let's have a look. Oh, she's a champagne. Where does that champagne come from? Kind of irritated now? Anyway, it looks really, really good on her actually. So she's an amber champagne. Okay. I'm probably gonna watch that video so we can have a look whether she carries this lily pad peacock pattern or at least black coat. So we'll see each other in a second. And the results are here. What the heck? Okay, so that is very sad. She has neither a black base that she could pass on to her offspring, nor does she have the lily pad peacock. That's kind of sad. Maybe she'll at least pass on her good top endurance trait and the Sabino and the stats here. That would at least be something. Okay, so yeah, this is Robot Treasure, and let's just start with the first horse here. So this is Aristocrat's Ash. He's currently my only trained grade 5 horse. He has really decent stats, and I once got him from a live event, I think. He's a classic black, smoky black with the Pinto stripe pattern, and I have had him for quite a long time. Then we have Secret Galaxy. Secret Galaxy is my best grade 4 mare. She has the top endurance trait and this cross-country trait, fast draw, is also not really too bad. And yeah, she has like absolutely perfect stats, which I'm very proud of. Apart from that, and she is a black with this Badger Pinto coat, so really cool color as well, and I love her. She's such a good horse. Then we have Morning Smoke. She is a grade 3 horse, obviously. She also has like perfect stats apart from jump, that's not so bad. She sadly doesn't have a racing trait, which is why I might sell her at some point, but currently she's one of my life event horses, and she has a black coat with twilight dapples, and I absolutely love this pattern. So pretty. Look at this. It actually looks just as good on non-black horses, but I don't have any of these at the moment. Then here we have Coin Chump. She is my grade 6 mare, which I'm currently riding in the live events. I won her through a live event as well, I think. Her stats are not so good, but at that point I didn't have a grade 6 horse yet, and she was already pre-trained a bit, I think, yeah, to level 20, so I just trained her up. And yeah, she's done a decent job until now. And her color is also not, well, she's kind of pretty actually. Then we have Regional Battle. She is a black Sabino mare, and I absolutely love this color. Her stats are also really good. The only thing she doesn't have is the top endurance trait, which is why I didn't train her. But yeah, she has a lot of potential anyway. And this lightning bolt trait is also not too bad. So yeah, I'm using her a lot for breeding, as you could see, because she's the mother of the Sabino foal I just got with you. Then we have Lava Apple. She's a grade 4 mare, and she has the frame over trait. She's not a black, but it's also nice to have some kind of diversity in terms of the colors. So yeah, I'm just kind of happy that she's not a black in this case. Her traits are certainly not that good, but her stats are also like perfect. So she's a really good horse, but I'm probably gonna try to get one that has the top endurance trait, but is just like her someday in the future. Then we have another grade 5 horse, which is Victory Seeker. She's a black with this Pinto Fade coat. Yeah, really pretty. I don't know why it's so asymmetrical. Looks kind of, I don't know if you would find a horse in real life that looks like that, but I'm asking myself that for like very many of the codes RivalStars is adding at the moment, so never mind. She has also almost perfect stats, but she doesn't have the top endurance, which is, yeah, why I didn't train her. But I'm currently trying to get a horse that looks like her with this trait and good stats, of course. Then we have Fingerprint Fossil. She is a swirling overall, and she has this top endurance trait I'm just talking about all the time. Her stats are sadly not so good, but I'm using her as a breeding mare because she carries black and the lily pad peacock pattern, apart from the overall she obviously has. So I'm hoping that I'll get like the perfect horse from her thanks to breeding. Reddish Deal is sadly not really good in terms of stats, but she has the top endurance trait, and she is a lily pad peacock with a black base, which is, I would say, the non plus ultra, because this pattern is just so pretty. And yeah, we do love blacks, so if her stats were a bit better, she would be like my perfect horse. Then we have Last World, which is a very subtle horse that I have, because she obviously is just a bay, but she carries black and the lily pad peacock, so I'm using her as a breeding mare, and she is a goddamn good breeding mare. So she's brought me a lot of really good foals already, and her stats are really good as well. She has the top endurance trait, so maybe one day I'll get the perfect foal from her. Then we have Bizarre Barcode. He is a lily pad peacock with grey on a bay coat. I was just talking about how funny grey is here, and if I didn't know, I couldn't tell he is grey. Just so much about that. He has the top endurance trait, which is super. His stats are really bad, obviously, so that's something we have to work on. But I don't have that many stallions that have the top endurance trait and the lily pad peacock, so yeah, I'm currently keeping him, but probably not for too long. Then we have Foggy Cobble, which is a swirling overall on this black without any dilution. I absolutely love her. And she also has top endurance and fast draw, which is a super combi of these traits. Her stats are sadly not that good, otherwise she would also be one of my dream horses, I would say. The next horse is already a horse that I bred in the last video, I think. If you haven't watched that video, we really did breed a lot of horses in that video, and they are really pretty and special, so make sure to check that out. So she doesn't have the top endurance trait, but she has the lightning bolt trait, which is better than nothing. And she is a lily pad peacock, of course, but she also carries the Sabino pattern, which is really cool. I haven't bred her for too often yet, but she is a really good broodmare, and her stats are also really good, which is also why I cared for her. In case I will never get the perfect horse, I will train her probably. Then we have Belfry Battle. He is, well, not really spectacular in terms of color from the first view, but he is a black actually with grey, and he carries the Pinto Fate pattern, which is what I'm aiming for. So yeah, he is the son of Victory Seeker, and he has the top endurance trait. And his stats, apart from acceleration, are also really good, and he is a really good breeding stallion, which we're hopefully also going to see in the future, of course. Then we have Particular Plate. He is really good. He has super stats, but he doesn't have the top endurance, so I can't use him as my racing horse, sadly. Yeah, he is a Pinto Fate, a black with champagne. It's super pretty, and he is the son of Belfry Battle and Time Gold. So I haven't bred him a lot yet, so we'll see if he's worth keeping, but this combination is definitely something we should be trying a couple more times in the future. And we have still Lost Blast, and he is like absolute dream in terms of color and traits, because he has the top endurance and the lightning bolt, and he is a classic black with lily pad peacock. Sadly, his stats are not that good. They are decent, but they are not good enough. So yeah, but I hope that he really passes on his color, and he has some good horses in his pedigree, so I hope his bad stats won't impact breeding so much. He's not really bad actually, but you know what I'm talking about. Then we have Shadow Idea, which well, you already know her. This is about my horses I currently have in the stable, and then we still have horses in pasture. Here we have Return Boulder Dash, which is, yeah, he is a grade 6 horse that I bred myself actually. He is a classic black with Rabicano, and he has a lot of Rabicano, which looks really cool, also with this really white blaze. And his stats are not too bad, so he was just a random breed I did at some point. So yeah, once I come to breeding grade 6 horses, I'll definitely use him for breeding, I think, because he also has the top endurance trait, which is great. So next horse is Kurduroy Constellation. She's also a random breed I once did, and well, yeah, her stats are also not that bad. She doesn't have a trait, but I thought maybe keep her, why not? She might be useful for breeding later. Then we have a horse that I absolutely love. This is Love to Limpet, and he's a grade 4 stallion. His stats are not perfect, so he's not a racing horse, and he doesn't have a trait, obviously. That is really useful. So, yeah, I used to be breeding for a better brindle still, but I'm focusing on grade 5 horses currently. But once I have done that, I will definitely try breeding a few brindles, because let's be honest, this coat is just, it's amazing. So if I had a racehorse for the live events like him, I would be so happy, but not for now. Then we have Sparkles news. So we're getting to my other racehorses basically at the moment. It took me so long to finally get him, but he's a classic black without dilution and powdered dapples, and he just looks like some kind of like Milky Way, like not the Milky Way you can eat, but actually the Milky Way in the sky, I think. And he is, yeah, he has a lot of horses I bred in his pedigree, but he's definitely one of the prettiest. He sadly doesn't have a trait, so yeah, he's not doing too well anyway in the live events, even though he is really perfect. But I still like him a lot, and yeah. Then we have Humble Astride. He is also a grade 3 stallion. He has also really great stats. He has no trait as well, which is sad, because I didn't pay attention to this top endurance trait at the time, but he is an Appaloosa on a black coat, which is also very cute, definitely. Then I have another grade 3 stallion. He's called Puzzling Victory, and he's the son of Secret Galaxy and Humble Asteroid. He is actually a very random horse, because I just thought, why not breed these two horses at some point? And I got basically a perfect grade 3 horse that this time had the top endurance trait from his mother. He was a black and a Badger Pinto, which I was not aiming for because I already have his mom, but he's really pretty and a perfect horse. So I'm definitely gonna use him for getting the top endurance into my grade 3 horses. I don't know if I'll keep him forever, but he will definitely be a really good horse once I get to train him at some point. Then we still have my grade 2 horses, which is first Ferocious Firefly. She is almost perfect. She has no trait, obviously, but she's a classic black with patchy dapples. And yeah, it doesn't look too special, but it's still really pretty, I would say. And then we still have Demonic Gimmick, which I'm not even sure if I should be saying which all the time, but he is a classic black as well with the half splash coat, which is also just really pretty. He doesn't have a trait, but he is like perfect. Yeah, so I quite like him as well. And these were all of my racing horses. Now I'm going to show you just a couple more that I have in reserve. So we're just going to do this in, well, a quick run through, because as you can see I have about 45 horses in reserve. Some of them are also just doubles because I got them from some events that occurred more than once. But as you can see, there are some really cool horses amongst them, which have absolutely amazing patterns that I definitely still want to have in my lineage, that I want to get into horses that are good enough to race in the live events. So at some point, if I finish the breeding project I'm currently working on, I'll definitely get some of these horses into the stable and try to breed their patterns with perfect stats, etc. And I'm just gonna let this run by and enjoy. Let me know if you like any of these in the comments, if you have any favorite, and I hope to see you in the next video when we're gonna be breeding many more foals. And if you don't want to miss that upcoming video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye!